patient upgrades and rehabilitation. What you see here is 1960s suspension made out of pressed sheet metal, big giant spring, shock in the middle of it. Doesn't allow for much handling. Comfortable enough ride, but not great by modern standards. All that's coming off, new suspension and brakes going on. While all that's open, we're going to clean up the frame, paint it, rust converter, give it another 50 years or so. A wire wheel will be doing most of that. Again, it'll take most of it off, but still the rust converter will work. Gas lines and brake lines come out. That channel gets reinforced and boxed in with more steel so that the front to rear frame is much stronger. And then all new brake lines and all new gas lines. Here we have the suspension torn off, ready to wire wheel and clean up. Still a few more parts to remove, but you get the idea. Want to really restore it all the way down so that it's solid and just a great frame to build from. Lots of nooks and crannies to clean out, degrease, and paint and get protected. Wire wheeling under in progress. There's the wire wheel. That is a lot of work, and getting all that rust off, well, most of the rust off, all the loose stuff, and then you treat it with a rust converter, which acts as a really good primer, and then a whole bunch of coats of an epoxy paint on top of that. And that takes us, gets us all sealed up and ready to go. Fast forward a couple of days, and what you see is a whole lot of progress. Frame is painted, new parts installed. What you see here is a fully adjustable shock wrapped with a fully adjustable spring that lets you really decide what kind of ride you would like out of the car. Do you want something stiff? Do you want something comfortable? Stiffer ride is going to give you a little bit better handling in the corners. If you're drag racing, you're going to have different adjustments. You really can do whatever you want. The shocks are both adjustable with compression rate as well as rebound rate. So you can, if you're interested, you can really tune it to whatever your likes are. The rear suspension has the same treatment. Again, fully adjustable. New differential, or rather a new rebuilt differential. That's a 10 bolt with 390 gears in it. All heavy duty, welded tubes. Lots of bracing with the trailing arms back into the frame. What's next is to box in the frame and close off that C channel. Now that the car is back down on the ground and the frame is under no real stress from being on jack stands, I can weld close that C channel, which will give it a lot more stiffness front to back, and let the suspension do its thing without a lot of flex in the body. You really don't want the back and the front flexing independently of each other, or twisting the frame, if you will, and so boxing that in will make a big difference. That is next. You will see another video on that. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, comment, and thanks for watching.